Okay, part two, gushing over comic books and what I've been reading. So I'm gonna leave out the Ultimate Comics stuff, which is just Ultimate Comics, X-Men, Spider-Man, whatever. So 616. So Thanos Rising, I'm enjoying Thanos Rising. Like the last issue was him being a pirate and then going insane, and then you kind of there's like this one like small sliver of like you feel bad about for Thanos because it's like, oh, he doesn't know he's crazy, but then he finds out he's crazy, and then it's kind of like a ooh, that really suck if that was you and you found that out, and it's like that in that way it's like, oh, kind of felt bad for him. But then he's like, oh well, I'm just gonna keep on killing. So it's like, he like no redemption for him because he could have yeah, he could have redeemed himself, but he didn't. So he's like, I'm just gonna keep on killing because death, I want you to love me. It was weird. Yeah. Um. In Iron Man, I did not like the last issue where it's basically you had 451 telling Tony Stark that he's like the only one that can pilot the God Killer, and the last issue was he told him about the God Killer and how it's a giant robot to kill Celestials and to pilot it, blah blah blah. So it's like the next issue I was expecting something awesome to happen, but it was basically just a waste of. It was a waste of an issue. It made me angry just because like nothing really happened of importance when it was like building in the last issue of something awesome is going to happen, but nothing awesome happened because you had Death Head look up like info on 451 and be like, ooh, lots of credits on this dude if I take the bounty. So it goes to take the bounty, and then 451 and him have it out. But of course, Death Head is not going to win that fight. So it's like, why? Yeah, and then it basically ends with like Tony Stark is like, oh well, I have like one last thing I can do before I am put into servitude by this evil evil robot that I've been helping. Daredevil. I have not read I've not read the latest issue, but I read the issue that starts the new arc. So the one where he goes to be the what's it called, the attorney for the bully of his childhood. That was a great issue. But actually, every issue of Daredevil, there's like not been one issue that I've not liked, and I've been reading since issue 23. So really good. Like every issue, I just cannot wait to like read the next one. And so this new arc is like getting as like it the last issue ended with like such a cliffhanger. It was just like bam, like literally bam at the end, and I can't see to like see like I can't wait to see where it picks up because it was like, where's this going? And then all of a sudden like the end of the issue, it's like, oh man. Actually, okay, it's not Thursday, it's Friday. I haven't read all of the issues of the stuff I picked up on Wednesday, so I've only read like X-Men and Uncanny X-Men. I think I only read those two issues. Because I didn't read the Batman annual. Let me look it up on my Comixology. I'm pretty sure I did not read. Oh, also there's like a sale on Comixology for the Flashpoint event, which is they made an animated movie, The Flashpoint Paradox. So I was gonna watch that anyway, so I decided, oh, I guess I'll go ahead and check out the comics for it. So I did that. They're like they're $1 each, so it's like there's 5 issues in that in that whatever. All this terminology is so new to me, but there's like 5 issues of Flashpoint, so I got the 5 issues. There's like a bunch of other tie-in issues, but I was like, that's too much. So yeah, I only picked up the 5. And then it sucks because when I was out of town, there's a bunch of like Wolverine deals. So I was like, oh, I missed all these Wolverine stuff. Like they had X-23 issues for cheap, and I was like, oh man, because I wanted to read some X-23. So that was kind of a downer, but eh. So yeah, this week I picked up Daredevil 29. I haven't read that yet. Guardians of the Galaxy 5. I haven't read that yet. Batman Annual number 2. I haven't read that yet. X-Men 3. That was a great end of that first arc. Uncanny X-Force number 9. I haven't read that yet. And then Uncanny X-Men number 9. So the only 2 books I've read are the 2 X-Men books of the week. But whatever. Also, like Uncanny X-Men great as like also that one like I have yet to read any issues in Uncanny X-Men that I was like, oh man, I wasn't feeling this issue because yeah, yeah. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. Um, what I've been reading and stuff, what I thought about it. So, Daredevil, great. Thunderbolts, I gotta say, I was about to drop this book, but then the like new take that the new I don't know the writer. I'd have to look it up, and I just closed the tab. But they had like a new writer come onto the book, and so the last two issues have been more character focused, and They haven't really started their next mission yet. They ended their the gamma powered dynamos that they're hunting down, and Electra's brother thing. Like, oh, that might be a spoiler, but they sorry, they ended that arc, and now they're on the arc of what is it? Oh, actually, there's not. They just had two like character focused issues. Cause like the first one was the Punisher, where he's like checking down this dude, and then the next one after that was talking about Ross and Mercy and how Mercy is on the team and like why she's on the team and like how Ross like ended up in that situation. That's pretty cool. I thought that was pretty cool. Like how it was basically his fault, and now he's like condoning for what he did. Condoning. I don't think that's the word I'm looking for. Atoning for what he did many years ago. That's the word. Superior Spider-Man, also another book. Every issue I've read is just like, oh, just I just love it. Like I don't know. Like, it's hard for me to just put into words how much I love Superior Spider-Man because it's like, it's it's like if you were a superhero but you went about it the completely wrong way of I'm going to be the it's like I'm going to be a good superhero, but the ends to which I employ to be that best superhero ever, not not the most traditional or orthodox manner of being a superhero. And in the last issue, oh man, like you have giant spider mechs and henchmen, and I was very I didn't know what to expect of the whole Spider Island 2 thing, but it's like it's pretty cool. I'm enjoying it, and I kind of miss his robot sidekick from the first few issues, but it's like whatever. Now he's moved on to like bigger and better things, so it's like. Oh, and then also like the whole build up of just like Green Goblin, and like I can't wait to see that. Like, I feel like there's like this build up here of like Ock is coming into his own, and just doing such a good job of like cleaning up the streets, and then like he thinks the city is just empty of crime. He just took down Shadowland, and what more can he do? He's like, I got this all covered, but then like in the shadows, Green Goblin is just like in the background, just like building his army, just gonna like go in and just take him down. So I can't wait to like see how they do that. It's gonna be so good. And then Guardians of the Galaxy, I've not read the last issue, but the issue with the Gamora and Tony Stark and that bar scene, that was fun. Like, it was, I don't know, like I'm enjoying it. So that was like, I would say, well, it's only on like issue 5, so it's like issue 4. That was like the best one yet to me because it was like it wasn't so serious. But then again, it hasn't been very serious, so I guess I couldn't say that. But it was just a filler issue of let's hang out in the bar after we escape from the Sparta bad guys or whatever. So I have no idea where it's going, by the way. I'm just reading it because it ties into to Infinite and the whole movie coming out. So I'm like all these characters are new to me, so. And they haven't really done a good job of like developing them, so it's like still not sure, but I'm not enjoying the book or not liking it, so it's not like it's I'm not gonna be reading this anymore. I'm gonna drop this from my pull list. So Avengers, man, it's really weird because like I'm reading New Avengers, and I'm liking New Avengers so much more than Avengers because Avengers there's all this stuff happening. And like it's like stuff will happen and then it won't be fully fleshed out and like it'll be left hanging there. Like you had Night Mask and I forget the other dude's name. Night Death Brand or Hellbrand or Starbrand. So you had Night Mask and Starbrand, um, in the White event that happened, but then they imprisoned them after they kind of revolted. But then, I can see why they didn't like really bring them back since like Infinity is coming, and then like it makes sense because they're supposed to be like planetary defense systems like built into them. So it's like you have I think one's communication and one is like defense. So yeah, and then like now you see like the last issue that they're like that Starbrand is basically developing his powers while he's in Soul's Hammer, so they're gonna like break out when they're at their peak. So that'll be cool to like see if they are like defending Earth, which hopefully they are because they're pretty powerful. So it's like it wouldn't make sense for them like to break out and be like, oh, we're not gonna help you. So it's like whatever. Um, but there's that, and then there's like the whole giant robot that see that threw me off so much in like the last two issues was when the thing that AIM got on their island to like hatch of the incursion site that nobody else found. I thought it was going to be some sort of like creature thing, or I guess a organic creature and not some robot like synthetic creature. So that threw me off. I didn't, cause it was like in the last panel of like what it was, but I was like, I thought that was something else. So, or I thought that was like Captain Universe, like like foreshadowing like what was going to happen when they went to space to like go and throw down with the builders. That's what they're called, the builders. But that wasn't it. So there's that, and right now they're fighting that thing, the giant robot killing machine from from the builders. And then you also have the builders themselves, which is shown in the last issue when Captain Universe and Eden teleport there, and then Eden teleports back. But we don't know like if he like, or when he teleports or before he teleports back, Captain Universe is like, okay, tell everybody else about this crazy stuff that you just saw, because they wouldn't believe me because they all think I'm crazy. So that was funny. So there's that threat. It's really weird. Like, it's really weird because like you have all these like tangentially related threats in this book, whereas I'm gonna go into New Avengers now because I'm kind of done talking about Avengers. But I'm enjoying it. It's like whatever. I've never been an Avengers fan, but I've stuck with it for like what is it, like 15 issues. So and like New Avengers was just like, oh, so good. The last issue, man, it was just like so great pace, because I don't know if it said Prelude to Infinity. I think it did, but like it doesn't even have any Infinity stuff until the towards the end, and then like it is just like bam, just in there, and it's like wow, that was great. Like because I didn't know what they were gonna do. Oh, that's the other thing is like the freaking last two issues are freaking Avengers have been Prelude to Infinity, but it hasn't really gone into like anything. And you have like freaking New Avengers, and they have like a whole bunch of like splash panels of invasion stuff, and it's holy crap, like that was great. Like man, all up in it. But because you have okay, so New Avengers incursions are happening. There's like that's like their one, but then there's two types of incursions, and then there's like trying to like make sure nobody else knows about the incursions, and they run into Doctor Doom in like issue something. I don't know. It was great, whatever. And then like he even like confronts them about it, but they're like, don't even. You don't want to do this, Victor. It's like don't even no, don't tell anybody, or we will take you down. And then let's see what else. Oh, also Black Swan. She like knows more than she's saying. They can't get her to talk, and she's like not helping them. And there's the dude from other Earth or dimension. I forgot his name. He was like the Herald of Galactus in that one, but they brought him back, and he's also a prisoner now. So they have like prisoners from other dimensions that can help them, but they're not really helping them. So it's like now I'm really interested to see if like, but then like in the last issue it said like the rate of incursions would like be not existent until probably after Infinity is resolved, and then like it would be like multiple ones per month or week or something. So that'll be great, because it's been a while since there've been an incursion, and that's like the best part about this book is like every incursion is like two Earths that are gonna like collide, and so either one will be destroyed or both of them will be destroyed. So basically you have New Avengers who are like trying to develop solutions to how that's not going to happen, or to like save the planet without having to destroy another planet. So it's like the threat level is already like through the roof. So it's like we could all die. Like every issue is like we could all die. So that's so great. And then so yeah, but This one was great because it was like talking about, oh, that other thing that's so awesome. I don't know what number I'm on. Number 10. Probably not number 10. But you have like Namor and Black Panther on the same team when Namor like destroyed Wakanda, which is the nation that Black Panther is from, or is the king of whatever, during Avengers vs. X-Men. So it's like there's like total bad blood between them, and then like Namor's all trying to like to make nice with Black Panther because he's like, dude, this incursion thing is like way important. We should be focusing on this. But his like sister is like all off calling shots of, oh, well, we're gonna go to war with them. And it was great in the last issue because like you had that on top of the freaking Infinity thing. So it's like, yeah, Wakanda and Atlantis at war, and then the freaking Builder. Well, it wasn't the Builder Army. It was like I think they were called the Horsemen in the preview of the next issue. It was called like the Horsemen or something. So like the whatever Thanos' henchmen show up in like different parts of. That was the other great thing. So on the end, so at the end, you had like, I think it was Tony Stark and Tony Stark and Reed Richards, and they're looking up at like invasion from New York, and then you had like Beast at the New Jean Grey School, and they're getting invaded, and then you had like Atlantis getting invaded, and you had, yeah, there's four of them. There's four. So it's like New York, New Jean Grey School, Atlantis. Not sure what the last one was. It might have been. Oh, I think it was Doctor Strange. It was him looking out through his house or whatever. He's like, holy crap, because he's in New York too. So it's like the same location as Iron Man and Reed Richards. So yeah, that's great. But yeah, New Avengers, man. That last issue killed it. Just I love that book. I love it so much. It's in my like top three. Like just consistently. The stakes are high, and the interplay between the different characters, because they don't all like each other, because you have Namor and you have Black Panther, and then you have like all these dudes that are like dealing with the end of the world that could happen any issue, and then you have like the Black Swan who's like, well, you're just a bunch of men who think you can save the world and blah blah blah. It's great. I love it. I think I already talked about Thanos Rising. I believe I did. It's on here twice. I need to fix that. Okay, so besides that, Uncanny Avengers, another one of my favorite books. So good. So in the last issue, you basically have or the last few issues, whatever. You had the Apocalypse Twins who are like moving their scheme along to like drive a wedge between the Unity team, and so you had Wolverine, Thor, Rogue, Sunfire, split from Havoc, Captain America, Wasp, and Wonder Man, and Scarlet Witch. So, because basically, somehow it came to wind of like what happened during the last run of X-Force, which was or Minder's run of X-Force, when like stuff went down with the Archangel and Kid Apocalypse, and they totally killed him. And so like Captain America's like, dude, you can't be like killing children. What's up with that? And then they're all like, well, I don't remember what was exactly. I'm sorry, talking too fast. Excited. Wolverine's like, okay, I don't remember exactly what was said, but you know, he says something, and then whatever, and then Rogue's like jumping to his defense, like blah blah blah, and Thor's all like, we got stuff that's like bigger than this. We gotta worry about these threats. And then Sunfire's like, well, I don't remember what Sunfire said, whatever. And then like they're all like that, and the other five are like this, and the Havoc's all like, I gotta try to pull a team together, but then they just split. So it's like, oh, so the team split. That was great. And then yeah, the Apocalypse Twins, like on their crazy scheme, man, they are just evil. Like I love these guys. Like so basically, they have the four horsemen of death. I'm not gonna say who it is, but man, it's great. Like what they did, like that was great, and yeah, just. But then in the last issue, they actually found where they're at. Before that split did, so they know where they're at. These five don't, but since they're like all not talking to each other, it's like, oh, I wonder if they're gonna resolve this and help each other out. And yeah, I don't know. I just love it. Like the whole half mutant team with not mutants from non-mutants and trying to like make them unite into a bigger, better team. But then you have the Apocalypse Twins driving the wedge between them at every instant with like this machination plan that they have. And you have like that threat from the Apocalypse Twins, and then you have like the Red Skull thing that they haven't come back to, but it's probably going to come back. I'm hoping it'll come back. Cause I thought that was great. What else? What else was there? There's that. There's something else. There's like 3 things in this one. It might have been the Red Skull onslaught. I'm not sure. Red Skull, Apocalypse Twins. That might have been it. Whatever. It's good. I like the book a lot. Whatever. Let's see what else. And then Uncanny X-Men. Oh man, it got really good. Like, it's another book. I would say it's in my top 3 because every issue I read, I'm like, that was great. I want more. So, on fire. Actually, all the X-Men books I'm reading are on fire. Man, just Uncanny X-Men. Like, first they had to like try to steal students, and then they went to a limbo, which was great. And like Magic had her time to shine. It was great. And they come back and they're like trying to get more students. And then you find out that like or it's revealed that in this last issue that I guess somehow Magneto ended up with Cerebro, or was it Cerebra? I don't remember. Whatever it's called. And so that's how they're tracking the mutants. So when Shield takes in Goldballs, who quit, they track him back to the helicarrier and they teleport in with magic. And then there's this great showdown where you have Maria Hill and Cyclops, and she's like, and she's like, yeah, it was great. Just the showdown, it was like, man. But then, whatever, it was great. And then you have Dazzler in there, and it's like, oh man, Dazzler. It's like, yeah, it's good. Oh, so good. And then she confronts him about the whole, did you kill Professor X thing? It's like, oh, she went there, and it's great. It's like, man, so good. Uncanny X-Men, man, so good. And then you have all new X-Men, and that just wrapped like the arc that they've been on since issue 1 of the whole Mystique going out to get money, or steal money rather, and then try to buy Madripoor. And then they came in and effed up the deal, and she got really angry. And then you had the Lady Mastermind there, and she's all manipulating stuff. And then Jean Grey was all like giving out these psychic there's a word for it, projections, and then like making everybody see that she was the Phoenix, but she like didn't mean to do it for like everybody that was on her team. She's like, ooh, I didn't mean to do that. I thought that was I didn't know how to feel about that, because at first I was angry in the last issue. I was like, what? The Phoenix is back. What? Like, too soon, Bendis. But then it got to the next issue and I was like, oh, psychic projection, you got me. Well played, Bendis. And it was like, you know, because like the Danger Room issue, I was not fooled. I was like, this has to be the Danger Room. There's no way, because I didn't get fooled that time, but I got fooled this time. So yeah, I was like, certain Times Square, and they get attacked by Sentinels. I was like, what's going on? This has to be Danger Room. But then like the Phoenix thing, I was like, what the f? Because everybody's like flipping out. And I was like, huh? Way too soon. But then it didn't turn out that's what happened. So, but then it turns out that they take down Mystique and Sabretooth and Mastermind, and everything's cool except for the fact that Mystique gets away. So it's like, so whatever. But this is like, well, never mind. I'm not gonna go there. But whatever. But yeah, all new X-Men, great stuff. Like you have all the X-Men from the past and the future, and they're all, well, they're not all flipping out, but they like, there's like all this stuff going down where it's like every time they like learn something, they all have like this crazy reaction to it. Like they just found out about M-Day and like the last couple of issues when they met Scarlet Witch, who was with the Uncanny Avengers, and they're like, how come she's an Avenger? She killed all of us. And that was great. So yeah. Let's see. Cable and X-Force. I was kind of iffy on this one too. I was like, it was kind of like towards the bottom of my drop list. I was like, but I've been enjoying it. It just hasn't gotten like, you know, consistently good. It's just been, you know, it's been pretty good, but not as like good as everything else. So it's like, you know, when you're reading like really good stuff and then like you read something else and it's like not as good as something else you're reading, you're like, I wish it could be as good as this stuff. But then this one got interesting because like the team split into like multiple teams to take down the threats that Cable was all like, oh, I have this vision and I see this happening, blah blah blah. And so the last issue was cool because it was Domino and Boom Boom in like on a mission, and then so like it's cool because it sets up like the next however many issues of the teams that they had in the last issue. So it's gonna be like Doctor Nemesis and Forge, which is a cool team. They always have fun adventures in their like side missions that they're on. Like they go out in space and fly a ship, and they like fight like a giant robot and a giant scorpion. It was great in the desert. Um, let's see, and then also Cable got like, I don't know if he got captured, but he like passed out at the end of the not the last issue, but the issue before the last issue. He passed out, so it's like, did the Uncanny Avengers take him into custody? And like, if so, like who's gonna break him out? How's he gonna break out? And also Hope is back. Oh, and then at the end of the last issue, something crazy happened. I'm not gonna spoil it, but like, she ended up time traveling, or transdimensional travel to somewhere else, and then someone else showed up, and it's like, oh, he's here, and I'm interested to see how that goes. But yeah, I'm enjoying Uncanny X Force, or not. I'm sorry, Cable and the X Force, or I would not be reading it. And the Uncanny X Force has been, pacing is off, but I'm enjoying what it's currently doing, because it started off all like serious, and we got to find this telepathic mutant that's in LA, getting people to worship her. But now it's like not even. I don't know where it's going. It's really weird because it. Whatever issue it was, where basically it was you had Psylocke, and then Cluster go to get Phantom X, but then there's like this how do you I don't know, this weird massage parlor. I'll call it that. It's not a massage parlor, but whatever. I can't think of a word. And then like they find him, but well, they don't find him, but like there's Dark Phantom X is there, and then he gets him, and so you have that issue talking about like Psylocke and Phantom X and how they're all in love, but then the next issue, actually I think it was that issue too, where it's like all the Phantom X clones are in love with Psylocke. That was really weird. Whatever. Well, it was funny actually. It was a funny story. And the next one you have like Weapon or Weapon 13, Dark Phantom X, who's all trying to like seduce her and be like, yeah, I love you too, Betsy, and you should work for me, whatever. So this current arc they're on with like Psylocke and the Phantom X's, and it's funny and entertaining, but it has absolutely nothing to do with like the main story arc. It's just like the whole side side arc. It's funny and it's like entertaining, but it's like I'm kind of ready for them to go back and like get back onto the whole where's Ginny. Also, what happened to Spiral? It's like, how many issues are we in? And she's not even on the team. But in the first issue, it's like, is she on the team? Because she's wearing a uniform with an X on it. So, whatever. Wolverine and the X-Men. Oh man, it got good. Like, I'm iffy on this one too. Sometimes I'm like, I'm not enjoying it as much as the other X books I'm reading. But then it's kind of uneven. So it's like, eh. But this current arc of the whole Siege of the Hellfire Club has gotten good. So, because you had infiltration by the students that are trying to figure out stuff or just save other students, and then you have the teachers going to get the students, which was like my favorite issue. Was I think that's part 3. Was it part 3? No, it's part 2. Yeah, because I think it was like Wolverine riding the Bamfs around the globe trying to find the students, and then you had like Kitty Pryde and Iceman breaking into Hellfire HQ in New York or whatever. But yeah, it was like the teachers were going after their students, and like they're like, all right, we're our students, so that was great. And then like I think in part 3 you had Quentin Quire and Heidi trying to get out of there because she finally figured something out that she'd been trying to figure out for a while, and it's like, oh, okay. So actually I think they did end up finding them, or not finding them, but like getting to the Hellfire Club HQ at the end somehow. I can't remember. It's been a while since I read it. So, but yeah, I think issue 4 is like, I don't know, or not issue 4, but part 4 or 5 is like the next part in the saga. So, and I'm guessing it's like, yeah, I'm guessing there's gonna like be a big fight throwdown, and then part 5 will be like exposition of, okay, that's over, now what, or something. I don't know. Or maybe like it's gonna be such a giant battle that it's two issues and then some exposition about, oh well, now that that's over or something. I don't know. People talking, or maybe some talking and fighting. Like every issue, whatever. Wow, I'm at 30 minutes. This is 30 minutes of me talking about comic books, whatever. And then X Factor is basically just wrapping up the series, so it's not really anything happening. So you had Longshot and Shatterstar, or not Longshot and Shatterstar, because it was Richter and Shatterstar, and then you found out that who Longshot's parents were, which was weird. It was like an alternate dimension. I don't remember. It was weird. It was funny. And then before that there was Wolfsbane. But basically, each issue has been like a send off because it's like ending the series. So it's like a send off of like one character every issue. So yeah, not much to talk about there. And then X-Men, man, so good. Like, so basically it was weird how it ended because it ended on kind of a not telling you exactly what happened, but or not explicitly saying this is what happened. It just hinted at this is how stuff went down. But then it's kind of yeah. I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but basically, stuff went down with Archaea. Is that her name? Archaea Prime. So, but you didn't see her actually get taken down, so it's kind of left up in the air of did they actually take her down? I think they did though, because yeah, I can't really talk about it without spoiling it. So it's like, oh, but that was great. And then what else happened? It was weird too, because like they had like the threat with her, and then like you also had like back at Jean Grey School stuff was going down because she had like this contingency plan of what was I wouldn't say the contingency, but it was more of a like she had a secondary attack assault on them at the same time. So it's like, oh, but they were able to overcome it, and it was great. So yeah. And then Batman, I have not read the annual yet, but Zero Year, man, I'm enjoying that. Like that's another book. Batman is like every issue I've read is like top notch. Like enjoying it across the board. So I thought that was cool how like he uses disguises, and then Red Hood Gang, that was great. Also when he dressed up as a penguin, that was great too, because I couldn't like I didn't know it was him until it like showed it as him. But yeah, it's cool to like see Batman before he has like everything figured out, and like he's just like trying stuff out. Like I'm gonna go undercover, I'm gonna be espionage and use disguise, and he's like testing out all his gadgets. And he gets in a fight with Alfred, and it's like, oh, so that's great. And like yeah, cannot wait. Like I'm gonna read Zero Year, and then after Zero Year's over, I'm gonna read Year One. Oh wait, no, 0 Year, and then I think issue 0, and then Year 1, because issue 0 is like kind of, if not before it's close to like 0 Year, so it's like whatever. I haven't read it yet, so. And then I'm gonna start reading like from issue 1 up, because I started with issue, I don't know, the one after Requiem. That's when I started reading, so I haven't been reading like all the way through, but then I've enjoyed everything, so I'm gonna go back and read everything. So yeah. Batman and Robin. I don't know. It's good. I'm enjoying it, but I'm kind of ready to move on. I'm enjoying how he has. It's weird because like after issue or not issue whatever, but I thought it'd be like him teaming up with somebody different every issue, when it's like this issue it's Red Robin, this issue it's Batwoman, it's Catgirl, or Batgirl and Catwoman, and now it's Robin and Nightwing, so it's like, but not every issue it's like a straight up like team up. So it's like, there's like an action sequence, they help each other, and then they like confront Bruce about, dude, you need to like, this whole Damien thing is like, ooh, so yeah. That's kind of like the gist of like every issue of Batman and Robin ever since Damien died. Is like, he has a confrontation with the person, they help him out or not. And we see Bruce, and it's all depressing. So it's like, that's what you're beginning with this book for, like, until they, I don't know. I'm gonna keep reading it just to like see who they team him up with, because it's like, he doesn't. It's more Batman. Like I love Batman, so whatever. And then I started reading Superman Unchained because I've not been the biggest Superman fan, and this book is kind of it got me. Like I was surprised. I was like, I don't like Superman, but reading this book, I'm like, okay, I can see why someone would be a fan, and I'm enjoying it. And like, there's only 2 issues so far, and both issues have like really good action sequences in the beginning. So, and like the internal monologue of Superman thinking to himself like during the stuff's going down, it's like, okay, that's pretty cool. So it's like yeah. I guess I shouldn't have judged Superman before like reading any of his stuff because it's like after reading it, it's like okay, well, from a comic book side, this is like, okay, I can actually see like why it's a compelling character. So I'm sorry, Superman, I judged you like that. And then Batman and Superman, that's a great book. Like, it's only 2 issues in, but man, like, the first issue hooked me because I was like so intrigued, and the second issue I thought was cool because like the whole, you find out there's like I'm not sure if it's a parallel timeline or dimension or what's going on, but the other world that they're in, that's a really cool world. Like, but then you find out, but then like, I'm sorry. But then like the second issue ended as crazy as the first issue, so it's like what? So yeah, I'm hooked on that one because it's a really good issue and like really good team up and like the interactions between Batman and Superman, or in the second issue, Bleep Blarp and Bleep Blarp. That's well, never mind. I'm not gonna say it 'cause it's a spoiler, but like the second issue, there's like, even cooler, like at odds with each other people than Batman and Superman. So that was really cool. And then Trinity War, I'm reading Trinity War, and I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it a lot more than Age of Ultron, I'll say that, because, Age of Ultron was terrible. But, yeah, I'm hoping Marvel will redeem themselves with Infinity, so we'll see. And, yeah, that's it for what I've been reading. From the big two, anyway, because I didn't read a lot of stuff from Image and everybody else, so... when I do, these videos will be even longer. But, man, 36 minutes. It's 36 minutes of me talking about comic books. That's crazy. Whatever. Oh, also, I'll drop a plug here. Like every week, I do podcasts with Buff and Paul. So yeah, I'll put a link. I think I did that last month too, but whatever. I'll put a link again because hey, why not? And you can listen to me talk about comic books every week if you're enjoying this video and be like, oh man, I would like to hear more of that or whatever. So that's it for part 2 of me gushing over the comic books I've been reading for the month and stuff, and I'll be back with what I've been playing after this.